Speechless. I'm speechless. It felt good. Man, that felt really good. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, my back's against the wall. I had to fight my way off of it. I still feel like my back's against the wall. So my next victim has to deal with that.
You can't be that speechless though, because you figured that there was a chance that this could happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
The rest of us that were a little.
Everybody doubted me, of course. Everybody was doubting me, man, and that's what motivated me. Seeing everybody picking Dustin. He was on a 4-fight win streak, but I told you guys yesterday, whenever a fighter feels like he's untouchable, it's the biggest mistake he can make, and it happened tonight.
Talk a little bit about the bad blood that happened between you guys, because everything seemed cool up until Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know where it came from. Like I said, if you guys watch my interviews all week leading up to the fight, I have all the utmost respect for Dustin. And to hear what he was saying about me in his interviews and everything like that was just, it was shocking. So I took offense to that, and I felt a little disrespected. And, he called me a nobody, and he just got beat by nobody, beat badly. So, hopefully he swallows his words, and that was a humbling defeat, I hope.
Okay. Seeing you at the workouts, man, I saw both of you guys. Y'all had great stand-up. Both of you guys had great stand-up, great ground game. And I had mentioned to Poirier that you both guys were standing in southpaw position, and y'all both had good footwork. Did you feel any struggle on him on the stand-up at the beginning when the bell first rang?
No, absolutely not at all. He was like standing in place. He was like he was in quicksand almost. That's just how much faster I am than everybody in this division. And I think he was a little nervous. And we started the fight, and I hit him with a few shots, and he didn't really want to engage. So when he finally engaged, and he stood in the pocket too long, and I landed what I needed to land, and got him out of there.
It was a little bit hard to tell after the fight. You were celebrating. You stood over him for a few seconds before the commission shooed you away a little bit. But after he sat back up, he was giving you a serious death glare, and I couldn't tell if he was just out and didn't know what was happening or if he was upset about the stoppage. How out was he?
He was out, and he came back a little bit too, but I was not about to stop. In that position, he was going to get hurt really bad, and the ref did his job, and he called the fight, which was great on his part. I saw his eyes roll in the back of his head, and I was going to continue to keep going. And after the fight, I stood over him and I mouthed some things to him, and that's not me. I got a little too emotional. I apologized to him afterwards, and I hope we can stay cordial in the future.
Was he back with it enough to see and hear what you were saying and doing?
Yeah, he looked up right at me and was like, "What'd you say?" And yeah, he wanted to get up and fight again. So I kind of backed off and I cooled myself down a little bit, and the fight was over and I won. And I didn't need to take it that far, but like I said, I felt really disrespected this week, and that's where it came from.
What's the next step for you?
The next step for me is right back in the gym, working for the next opponents. After a win like this, I think I have a little target on my back, and I think Anthony Pettis called me out, and that's almost like, wow, I got called out by a former champion, and like this, Anthony Pettis is a great fighter, and he's a great guy, so maybe they can make that happen in the future, but he's a 45er right now, so my next step is just improving. As long as every day I'm progressing, that's all I need.
How fast do you want to get back in there? Because you took basically no damage, a lot of cards left in the year, a lot of time left in the year.
I want to fight again before this year's over with. I haven't fought since December. I was on a huge layoff, and in this sport, it's out of sight, out of mind. So I want to keep this train going, and I want to get paid. Like I said, these guys are making so much money. I want that title. I want those paychecks. I'm ready to get it going again.
You get another $50,000.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, perfect. That's what I was wanting. So I'm ready to get another one. Just like that. So I'm not gonna take a break from that. I'm gonna put that in the bank and get right back to work.
When you landed the punch that dropped Poirier, did you feel that was a knockout punch? Did it feel nice and crispy in there?
Yeah, it did. When I watched the replay, I think he was kind of out with the hook, and then the left hand kind of finished him off and dropped him, and then the follow-up punches came after that. So he underestimated me, like I said in the past. That's a huge mistake to do to somebody that's dangerous.
Talking about that layout, not fighting since December, did that play any role up in the sense of being nervous, stepping in the octagon?
No, absolutely not. The only thing that layoff did for me is get me healthy and get me hungry again. Like I said, man, if you watch our gym and watch the killers we have in there, and we sparred. There's no such thing as ring rust in there. Those guys keep me fresh on my feet and ready to fight any day of the week.
There was a moment at the very end, it looked like you ran straight over to Henry and said, like, I'm back, I'm back. Can you talk a little bit about that moment and what it's meant to have those guys have been in your corner this whole time and pushing you to be where you are now?
It felt great. You know, like I say, in this sport, you see if guys lose, you see their coaches kind of turn their back on them, or you see people and the fans and everybody kind of turn their back on them. And the fans kind of turned to me a little bit with 2 losses in a row. Everybody started doubting me, but Henry's always been in my corner. Rashad, Kamaro, Greg Jones, my coaching staff, my management team, they're always behind me. And it's incredible. You know, Henry hasn't left my side since we started this, and it's incredible to go over there and have him and everybody else in my corner still supporting me.
And with this big win, you think this is going to be the resurgence of the Black Zillions? I know we've had good times and bad times with the Black Zillions. Is this the start of it to get back on top?
Absolutely. I don't think we went anywhere. You know, if you guys watched the guys leading up into this, we're on a really nice win streak, and we're just going to keep winning and keep this momentum going and show the world that we are a pretty dangerous team. I just knocked somebody off that was four fight win streak. He felt untouchable, and, you know, that's what my team does. We come in here and we silence the doubters and the haters, and we just keep it moving.